Hello there, and welcome to RJ's Trains. Today, let's take a look at this new locomotive. Ain't she a booty, eh? Make sure to use code RJTRAINS at trains.com for $10 off any order $50 or more. Well, welcome back to another video here today on RJ's Trains, and to all of my Canadian followers out there, I do have to say sorry for my terrible Canadian accent, which I've been told sounds like a Scottish accent. Anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new locomotive. In fact, if you're watching this within the first few weeks of it premiering, this is the only one of this locomotive in North America, which is pretty dang awesome. And today we're taking a look at one of the Atlas O Premier Line brand new F40s. And this one specifically is painted up for Via Rail, which is the Canadian State Passenger Railway. And it was a custom run done by Mr. Muffins Trains. Now, the Atlas O F40s actually only left the factory in China just a couple of weeks ago in October. So right now, the 39 other of these Via Rail F40s, along with all the other Atlas F40s, are on a cargo ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean right now. So this is quite literally the only one in North America. So in today's video, let's take a look at this locomotive up close, learn a little bit more about Via Rail, and of course, run it around the layout. So I hope you enjoy today's video. Now, Via Rail and Amtrak have a very special relationship, being two of the most prominent North American intercity passenger railroads. And so they share a lot of the same equipment, including the Genesis locomotive that's more famous and modern, but they also use F40 PH locomotives, which were used by Amtrak, now retired. But interestingly, these F40s are still in service in Canada. In fact, when I visited Montreal just a couple of years ago, I actually rode behind one of these F40s on my trip to and from Alexandria, Ontario, which was a really cool experience. So let's check out that F40. Mr. Muffin of Mr. Muffins Trains in Atlanta, Indiana, he announced a custom run of these Via Rail F40s in this green paint scheme, which was like the one I rode behind, as well as a yellow Love the Way You Are, or something along those lines. And both of them are really cool looking paint schemes. I chose the green one, obviously, because I rode and saw a locomotive that looked very much like this. But I do have to commend Atlas. The roof details are far and away better than anything on previous MTH runs. You have updated air conditioning unit as well as PTC antennas to match the prototype, which is a step that MTH normally wouldn't take when it came to producing their previous runs of this locomotive. As well as, one thing that I've noticed is that the speaker is very, very clear on this locomotive, and it creates a loud sounding horn and PFA sequence, and it sounds really good. So before we fire up, let's just take a second right now and listen to that speaker.
Now departing for Vancouver on track 1, train number 1, the Canadian.
Now, I do have to say one thing that I'm kind of disappointed about in this locomotive is that it doesn't include the French PFA. And you may be thinking, well, the Canadians, why would they be speaking French? Well, au Québec, ils parlent français aussi. Now I've offended both Canadian and French viewers. Good going, RJ. Anyways, they also speak French in parts of Canada, and because of that, every announcement made by a public agency like Via Rail has to be done in both English and French. So even though the announcements on this train are for the Canadian, which is their cross-country train from Toronto to Vancouver that takes like 4 nights, they have to make announcements in both English and French, despite only the French-speaking population living in Quebec. Anyways, I just want to give a thanks to my buddy Dan, who included a clip of previous MTH iterations of this locomotive with the English and French PFA. So let's check that out.
Your attention, please. Now arriving on track 2 from Toronto, Via Rail train number 1, the Canadian.
But the one good thing about MTH models is that all it takes is changing the PFA, which takes just a couple minutes, and you can have any sounds in this you want. So even though I am a little disappointed it only has the English PFA, in just a couple minutes, I'll be able to have that French PFA in it as well. And last but not least, before we fire up this locomotive, I do just want to thank Mr. Muffin of Mr. Muffins Trains. I was actually the first person to pre-order these when he announced it. I think I actually ordered it before he officially announced it. I was just refreshing his website, saw it pop up. And so I do have to thank Mr. Muffin for sending me this prototype sample. That Atlas actually flew in from China ahead of the York Train Show. This is exactly the same as all the other ones that are going to be received in the shipment, but this was just the first one off the assembly line and was sent to Mr. Muffin to show off at the York Train Show and on his newsletters, and now he sent it to me because I ordered one to run it around the layout a little bit earlier than everybody else. Make sure to go check out Mr. Muffin's website. I have a couple links down in the description, and you can order one of these for yourself. I still think he has a few left available for pre-order, but if you like it, make sure to order now, and they should be arriving at Mr. Muffin's in early December, just in time for Christmas. So make sure to go, if you like it, order it now, because once it's gone, it'll be gone forever. And I'm not selling mine. All right, time to fire this thing up. You gotta be kidding me. There's only one thing left to do. Okay, just kidding. Let's actually fire this thing up now. Quit barking!
Train number 1, the Canadian. This stop is Saskatoon.
Have a good one.
You too.
Let me grab that for you.
Excuse me, sir. I dropped something.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Do you know what time it is?
10:35.
Now departing for Vancouver on track 1, train number 1, the Canadian.
Hurry up now. Tickets out, folks.
All aboard! Careful on the steps now. Hurry up, we're gonna miss our train.
Like I said, right after this segment, enjoy laughing at me and my terrible Canadian accent. And here comes Maple. Oh, that's a Cecilia. Anyways, all right. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Oh, hello there. Welcome to RJ's train. Oh, hello there. Welcome to RJ's Trains. And today, we're going to take a look at this beautiful Muffins F40s. Oh, hello there. Welcome to RJ's Trains. Today, let's take a look at this beautiful new locomotive. Hello, everybody, and welcome to RJ.